What's up, everybody? Welcome to Among the Finch. My name is Aaron. It is time for new migraine day, or new music day, new music Friday. We're gonna be talking about some of the new releases coming out throughout the week of October 10th. And as always, if I miss something that you're looking forward to, leave a comment below so we can all discover some new music. And also, if you enjoy this video, don't forget to give it a like. It does a lot with YouTube's algorithm, and I'm like, I think 12 subscribers away from 1,500 subscribers, which is a crazy huge number for me. It's a lot of people. It would be really cool to hit that number. So if you're watching this and you're not subscribed and you want to support my channel, please consider subscribing and ringing the bell icon. It will help me out a lot and just improve my ego more than you could ever imagine. But moving on now, let's talk about some new music. We get a new album from the Extortionist titled Stare Into the Seething Wound. It's kind of hard to pin down exactly like what genre this band plays into. It's kind of like new metal, Slipknot-ish kind of stuff, but with breakdowns and kind of angrier. It's like Slipknot's Iowa or something like, I don't know. It's like older Slipknot in a way that might turn some people off, honestly, but to me, I feel like they're worth a listen. Definitely check them out because they just have that kind of, I don't know, they're sort of like the band Throne, but just a little bit more aggressive, less polished, which is cool because new metal is something that I grew up with, and it's cool to see how it's evolving and changing and still sounds really good. We also get a new album finally from Greyhaven titled Keep It Quiet. My only issue with this is at this point, I don't know, I've been basically like avoiding all the singles to wait to do an album review, and I've heard nothing but good things, but there's just a lot of songs that have been released for this album so far. I'm just glad I haven't heard them, but I feel like it might make, I don't know, probably not, some people a little less excited about the album because they've already heard so much of it. And I kind of put them in like the same category as like Johnny Booth, or yeah, somewhere around there in terms of just my anticipation of just how excited I get when they release new stuff, which honestly, it isn't often enough. We also get a new album from Testament titled Bellem. This is like one of the few thrash bands that I feel like is still dropping music that's really worth listening to. Titans of Creation was their last album from 2020. It's crazy to believe that an album is that old. It feels like it came out like 2 years ago. It has a lot of bangers in there, and it's not like their best work, and they're not releasing their best work, but compared to some of the more popular thrash bands, I mean, they might as well be. We get two not new singles from Northlane titled Rot X and Raw X. This is actually just two of the songs that they're re-recording off of their 2015 album titled Node. Honestly, I'm kind of excited for this one because it will be cool to hear them go back to that sound, something they don't really do too much anymore. It's a little bit more raw, even though they're re-recording it, they might polish it up a little more, but it's back when they were really aggressive, and I feel like this is when fans really started to hop on the Northlane train and get excited about them, and that's also a sound that they don't do anymore. Now they're more synthetic sounding, more clean and glittery sounding. So it'd be cool to hear them go back and do some screams. We get a new single from Crystal Lake titled The Weight of Sound. This band has kind of just been dropping singles for like the past 6 years. It would be cool to get a full album from them. The last one that they released was Helix, which I know people liked it, but I wasn't really all that into it. Honestly, for me, I kind of enjoy their shorter releases. Like they have a couple double singles such as Curse and Mephisto, or even like Denial and Rebirth, which are just, I don't know, it just hits harder for me. I feel like they're better when they don't get a chance to add filler, which I feel like that's what Helix had. Like there's some good songs on there, but it would have been better as an EP. Take out some of the filler songs, which I feel like was at least every other 2 songs at that point. I'm excited for this one just because the singles, man, they're just doing it right. This is one of the few bands where I get excited about a single. Normally I'm not into singles, but this band knows how to do them right. We also get a new single from Bloom titled Out of Reach. I absolutely love this band. Their debut album, Maybe in Another Life, is absolutely just, it's like a beautiful blend of like counterparts with kind of pop punkish elements kind of scattered throughout here and there. And since reviewing their debut album and falling in love with it, I just can't wait for what was going to come next, especially since it's only been a year. For a newer band, I feel like a year is not very long. Usually newer bands release new stuff every 3 years. So this is pretty exciting. We're getting something new. We also get a new single from As I Lay Dying titled Echoes, which is basically what this band is just an echo of its former self. I truly cannot believe that he's still trying to make music. This is probably why I have a headache today. Every album cycle, it seems like they're just going to replace all of the musicians at this point because they're going to jump on, get really excited. I'm in As I Lay Dying. Tim LaBeouf is my man, and then he does something to make everybody lose their mind and leave, and then he has to kind of scrounge around and find new people. I feel like that's what's going to happen. Honestly, I'm not really, I'll listen to this, but I'm not really interested in it. It's going to sound like As I Lay Dying, I'm sure. And at this point, it's kind of run its course. You know, it's kind of boring. I mean, you might get excited about it from pure nostalgic sake, but if you take away the nostalgia, is it really even that good anymore? We also get a new single from Ice Nine Kills titled The Laugh Track. This is pretty exciting. I'm assuming it's going to be based on the Joker. It'll be pretty sick. This isn't a band where I get really excited about necessarily like the music and stuff. I get more excited about the themes, like the villain themed stuff that they do in their songs, and they do it so well, and they're very theatrical, and they just pull that kind of stuff out, and it's more fun than anything else. We also get a new single from Hail the Sun titled Relapse is a Love Affair. This is another band that I feel like they're releasing too many singles. At this point, over half of the LP has been released, including the opening and the closing track. That's like reading the first chapter of a book and then reading the last chapter when there's only like 11 chapters in the book. And then you read like random like 4 other chapters at the same time. You get the gist of the story and you just kind of fill in the pieces, and you're not really that excited about, at least for me. I'm really into albums, and to me, like the opening track and the closing track you just need to hit. The opening track needs to hook you, and the closing track needs to finish things off. And I feel like we've already opened, and now we're finished already. It's just, who wants to read something when you've already finished? You know what I mean? And that is it for New Music Friday. Like I said before, if there's anything that I missed that you guys are looking forward to, leave a comment below. And if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to give it a like. There's not going to be any pictures because my head hurt today, and I just wasn't. It's going to be difficult to edit with the struggle that's going on inside of me. So yeah, we're just gonna upload this thing, give it to you guys. We're still announcing the new stuff, so we're still here. We're doing it. Thank you guys for tuning in for another New Music Friday. I hope you have a good rest of your day or night whenever you have me watching this, and I'll talk to you guys next time.